Story: The Power of a Focused Mind. In a peaceful village, there lived a bright young boy named Raghav. He was intelligent, hard-working, and full of big dreams. But he had one major problem: his mind was never stable. No matter what he did, his thoughts always wandered. Whether he was studying, working, or having a conversation, he would drift into daydreams, unnecessary worries, and overthinking. His parents and teachers often reminded him to focus, but he just couldn't control his wandering mind. One day during his school exams, Raghav faced the worst moment of his life. As he looked at the question paper, his mind went blank. Though he had studied well, he couldn't concentrate. He wasted precious time thinking about random things and failed to answer many questions. When the results came, he had failed 2 subjects. His teachers were disappointed, his friends were shocked, and his parents were deeply worried. That night, Raghav sat alone in his room, feeling helpless. He knew he had the potential to succeed, but his uncontrolled mind was holding him back. Seeing him upset, his wise grandfather sat beside him and asked what was wrong. Raghav, with tears in his eyes, confessed that no matter how hard he tried, his thoughts kept running in different directions. His grandfather smiled gently and took him to the backyard. There, he showed Raghav an empty pot and asked him to pour a cup of dirty water into it. Then, he handed him a jug of clean water and told him to keep pouring it into the pot until the dirty water was gone. Slowly, the clean water pushed out the dirty water, and the pot became clear. "Your mind is like this pot," said his grandfather. "If you keep filling it with wasteful thoughts, it will stay dirty. But if you fill it with good, meaningful thoughts, the bad ones will leave." Raghav listened carefully and asked how he could replace his wasteful thoughts. His grandfather told him a story about a young warrior named Veer, who was strong but always doubted himself. Because of his negative thoughts, Veer kept losing battles. One day, a wise monk gave him a handful of salt and asked him to mix it in a small cup of water and drink it. It tasted terrible. Then the monk asked him to put the same salt in a lake and drink that water. It tasted fine. "Your mind is like the container," said the monk. "If it's small, even little negativity can ruin it. But if it's vast, no negativity can affect you." Raghav finally understood. "I've kept my mind small, that's why wasteful thoughts take over. If I fill it with focus, positivity, and discipline, those bad thoughts will disappear." His grandfather nodded in agreement, saying, "Train your mind, and it will become your greatest strength." From that day forward, Raghav made a promise to himself. He created a strict routine, practiced mindfulness and meditation, and avoided distractions. Whenever a negative or useless thought entered his mind, he immediately replaced it with a productive one. Slowly, his focus improved, his studies got better, and in his next exams, he became the top scorer in his class. Years later, Raghav became a great scientist. People often asked how he overcame his mental struggles, and he would smile and say, "Your mind is a pot, fill it with good thoughts, and there will be no room for wasteful ones." Strong message. Your mind is your most powerful tool. If you don't control it, it will control you. But if you train it with focus, discipline, and positivity, it will lead you to greatness. Fill your mind with light, and darkness will disappear on its own. Call to action. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Zara Motivation for more powerful stories that awaken your potential. Let's grow and stay positive together. Your journey to greatness begins now.